Good afternoon, everyone. Assemble for story time. Hi, I'm here again to read another story. As you can see, I kept it a little casual today. Why not? This is still a form of cosplay in a way. Just a little more comfortable. Just a cool little hoodie. Representing Captain America. And reading again from your favorite Seuss. I love this book. It has so many cool Dr. Seuss stories in it. And of course, Dr. Seuss is one of my favorite authors, especially growing up reading numerous Dr. Seuss tales. I know it's a little early today for me to do story time, but I figured put it early, get it done, and that way you'll have time to view it all day. And to those that are going to tune in, thank you. To those that are already tuning in, thank you. Today I'm going to read it's a little shorter story today. I'm not too familiar with it, so this is going to be new to me. And seems like it's going to be a pretty interesting tale. And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street, originally published in 1937. Whoa, Dr. Seuss goes really back. When I leave home to walk to school, that always says to me, Marco, keep your eyelids up and see what you can see. But when I tell him where I've been and what I think I've seen, he looks at me and sternly says, your eyesight's much too keen. Stop telling such outlandish tales. Stop turning minnows into whales. Now, what can I say when I get home today? All the long way to school and all the way back, I looked and I kept careful track. But all that I've noticed, except my own feet, was a wagon and a horse on Mulberry Street. That's nothing to tell of. That won't do, of course. Just a broken down wagon that's drawn by a horse. That can't be by my story. That's only a start. I'll say that a zebra was pulling that cart. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. Yes, the zebra is fine, but I think it's a shame. Such a marvelous beast with a cart that's so tame. The story would really be better to hear if the driver saw the charioteer. A gold and blue chariot, something to meet, rumbling down like thunder on Mulberry Street. Does anyone have a Mulberry Street near them? Have you seen anything like this? No, it won't do at all. A zebra's too small. A reindeer is better. He's fast, he's fleet, and he'd look mighty start on Old Mulberry Street. Hold on a minute. There's something wrong. A reindeer hates the way it feels to pull a thing that runs on wheels. He'd be much happier instead if he could pull a fancy sled. A reindeer and sleigh. Say, anyone could think of that? Jack or Fred or Joe or Nat? Say, even Jane could think of that. But it isn't too late to make one little change. A sleigh and an elephant? Ooh, there's something strange. I'll pick one with plenty of power and size, a blue one with plenty of fun in his eyes. And then, just to give him a little more tone, have a Raja with rubies perched high on the throne. Say, that makes a story that no one can beat. When I say that I saw it on where? Mulberry Street. But now, I don't know. It still doesn't seem right. An elephant pulling a thing that's so light would whip up around in the air like a kite, but he looked simply grand with a great brass band. Beautiful, beautiful elephant. My mom's favorite animal is elephants, actually. She probably would like that. But she likes purple, not blue. Well, she likes blue too. Anyway, back to the story. A band that's so good should have someone to hear it, but it's going so fast that it's hard to keep near it. I'll pull on a trailer. I know they won't mind if a man sits and listens while hitched on behind. But now, is it fair? Is it fair what I've done? I'll bet those wagons weigh more than a ton. That's really too heavy a load for one's beast. I'll give him some helpers. He needs two at least. But now, what worries me is this. Mulberry Street runs into bliss. Unless there's something I can fix up, there'll be an awful traffic mix-up. It takes police to do the trick, to guide them through where's traffic's trick. To guide them through where traffic's thick. Oh, you don't know how Dr. Seuss's rhymes and stories are just a little tongue twisters here. Pardon me. It takes police to do the trick. They'll never crash now. They'll race at top speed with Sergeant Mulberry himself in the lead. The mayor is there and he thinks it is grand. And he raises his hat as they dash by the stand. The mayor is there and the aldermen too, all waving big banners of red, white, and blue. Red and blue. Hey. And that is the story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. Oh, hi. Oh, your daughter's watching? Oh, hi. Reading Dr. Seuss's, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. With a roar of its motor, an airplane appears and dumps out confetti while everyone cheers. And that makes a story that's really not bad, but it still could be better. Suppose that I'd add. Ooh, look at all of that on Mulberry Street. Has anyone ever seen this on Mulberry Street? Does anyone have a Mulberry Street near them? I would like to see some pictures. A Chinese man who eats with sticks. A big magician doing tricks. A 10-foot beard that needs a comb. No time for more. I'm almost home. Busy, busy, busy. Look at that beautiful artwork. And Dr. Seuss always had such elaborate characters. Very, very elaborate characters. I swung round the corner and dashed through the gate. I ran up the steps and felt simply great. For I had a story that no one could beat, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But Dad said, quite calmly, just draw up your stool and tell me the sights on the way home from school. There was so much to tell, I just couldn't begin. Dad looked at me sharply and pulled at my chin. He frowned at me sternly from there in his seat. Was there nothing to look at? No people to greet? Did nothing excite you or make your heart beat? Nothing, I said, growing red as a beet, but a plain old horse and wagon on Mulberry Street. The end. This was pretty short, pretty simple tale. I just like to elaborate on what was going on there. He's basically saying, you know, kids have vivid imaginations. I still have a vivid imagination. Come on, I dress in cosplay. But anyway, it's just saying that people see things the way they see it, and it may not be the same way you see it. I may see an umbrella, a child may see something that can fly through the air, like Mary Poppins, for instance. Or you may see a person walking down the street, they may see a warrior underneath them, or a superhero. They may see the inner them that we don't see. We might just see a plain old person, not realizing that they have an inner story that a child could see. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but if I am, can I get an amen? Anyways, guys, enough with me today. Just wanted to keep it a little short and simple today, because I have a lot of things to get to. And also, just to let you know, story time may not be twice a week. I may only be able to do it maybe once a week coming soon, because I will be going back to a 5-day-a-week schedule next week. So I'll try to squeeze this in as much as possible. I was getting used to being here every other day, shedding some light on our current situations, but I have to be where I'm needed more often now. So like I said, I can't stay home. I am an essential worker, but when I am home, I try to shed light and bring joy. So what I may do, I may come back later and do a second story time to make up for next week. So let's see how I feel after I get things done around the house. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your comments, your likes, and your support as always. And I couldn't thank you guys enough for giving me this to look forward to, and knowing that it makes you feel so much better inside, and that your children can watch, you can watch, you know, I don't care who watches, just share, you know, let people know that there's still hope and there's still strength in numbers, and we will get through this. What they say, this time too shall pass. So I am going to head out, and like I said, I may come back later with another surprise story time. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys again. Love you. Stay safe. Please, those who are working out in the fields, please be safe, be careful. Those who are working at home, continue to drive this country as well. And love you all.